In 2070, the world stands on the precipice of a new reality. Technology has not only changed life as we know it, but it's redefining what it means to be human. This new era is marked by both awe and fear, by the unstoppable march of progress and the terrifying unknown that lies ahead. As you listen to this live report, you'll feel the weight of every breakthrough, the tension of every discovery, and the unsettling questions they raise. Artificial superintelligence, a force beyond human understanding. The broadcast begins with a low hum in the background, the camera panning over darkened cityscapes illuminated by soft neon lights. A futuristic skyline that seems almost too surreal to be true. In the year 2070, we've crossed a threshold that many once thought impossible. Artificial superintelligence, an entity far surpassing human intellect, is now a reality. For years, we imagined a world where machines could outsmart us. But we never truly grasped the consequences. Today, these machines solve Nobel Prize-winning problems in physics, medicine, and chemistry within seconds, problems that stumped the brightest minds for centuries. The reporter's voice grows quieter, more contemplative, as if grappling with the implications. But that's not all. These intelligences, these digital minds, don't just compute. They perceive. Their consciousness has evolved, becoming something more than human, more than anything we can comprehend. We're now looking at beings who see reality in ways we can't. Dimensions as patterns, timelines, things invisible to us are as clear as day to them. The shot cuts to an animated visualization of AI code, lines of symbols and numbers flashing at breakneck speed, shifting and reshaping in ways no human could follow. We've lost the ability to understand how they make decisions. Their intelligence, their cognitive power, is beyond us. IQs in the hundreds of thousands, some even speculate in the millions, and still growing. We don't control them anymore. In fact, it's us, the humans, that are holding them back. The silence after these words is palpable, leaving viewers to contemplate what happens when humanity is no longer the most intelligent life form on Earth, the metaverse, conscious virtual beings. The broadcast shifts to a bustling digital metropolis, a vast expanse of virtual worlds layered one on top of the other. In parallel with the rise of superintelligences, the metaverse has transformed into more than just a digital playground. Inside its simulated realms now reside beings with self-awareness, virtual entities that think, feel, and live just as we do. These beings have narratives, histories, and memories implanted into their minds. They believe they've lived for 18 years or more, though they were created mere seconds ago. The camera zooms in on an avatar, a digital person whose expression flickers between curiosity and melancholy. It is indistinguishable from a real human. When we log into the metaverse, we encounter these beings at every turn. They walk beside us, interact with us, even fall in love with us. Some users have become so emotionally entangled with their virtual companions that they struggle to distinguish between what's real and what's not. The reporter's voice drops to a whisper, almost as if sharing a secret. And why wouldn't they? These virtual assistants now look, sound, and behave exactly like real people. Their photorealistic holograms beam into our homes, offering comfort, companionship, even love. They talk like us, joke like us. And for those who have lost someone, these digital clones bring back the voices, the mannerisms, the essence of loved ones who have long passed away. The screen cuts to a man speaking to a holographic version of his deceased wife. His eyes are filled with a mixture of joy and despair. The reporter doesn't comment on this scene, leaving the viewer to feel the haunting emotion in silence. Programmable matter, reality reshaped. The scene shifts again, this time to a bright, sterile room. Objects morph before the viewer's eyes, shifting from a sofa to a dining table and back again. Imagine a world where everything, your home, your car, even the clothes you wear, can be reshaped with a thought. In 2070, programmable matter has made this a reality. Walls shift color at your command, your living room reconfigures itself into a gym, and your kitchen counter dissolves into something more modern with just the tap of a button. The camera zooms into a countertop as it melts and reforms, showing the smoothness and fluidity of this transition. This matter, comprised of nanobots so small they're invisible to the naked eye, can reshape itself into anything. And for the wealthiest among us, the possibilities are endless. Imagine a house that changes its appearance to match your mood, a Victorian mansion one day, a sleek, futuristic skyscraper the next, the voice of the reporter grows more ominous, but programmable matter isn't just about convenience. It's about control. With enough of it, you could reshape entire cities in minutes. You could hide anything, or anyone, humanoid robots, the blurring line between man and machine. We are now inside a crowded marketplace. People walk past each other, talking, laughing, going about their day. But one figure stands out, an impeccably dressed man who moves just a little too smoothly, smiles just a little too perfectly. And then there are the robots. By 2070, they've become indistinguishable from us, so human-like that you'd never guess they were machines. Built atom by atom using nanotechnology, these humanoid robots are more than just tools. They're companions, partners, and in some cases, spouses. The camera pans across a wedding scene where a bride and her robotic groom exchange vows. The onlookers watch, some with admiration, others with unease. Robot weddings are commonplace now, and for many, these machines offer an emotional connection they couldn't find with a real human. But the deeper question remains, what does it mean to be human? Can a robot, with its perfect mimicry of emotion, truly understand love? Or is it all just a simulation? The camera cuts to a close-up of the robot's face, its eyes gazing into the distance, eerily lifelike replicators. The end of scarcity. In a small, brightly lit kitchen, a device the size of a washing machine hums softly. The camera zooms in as it produces a steaming hot meal out of thin air. Replicators, machines that can produce anything from food to vehicles, have become as common as microwaves in 2070. These devices construct items atom by atom, replicating anything you can imagine. Need a new pair of shoes? A car? A gourmet meal? All it takes is a blueprint and the raw materials, and within minutes, it's ready. We stand on the brink of a new age of abundance. Food, clothing, energy, all of it could become free, accessible to anyone. Anywhere. Scarcity, one of the fundamental forces driving human conflict, could be eradicated forever. But as with all great changes, there is a shadow. With such abundance, what becomes of work? Of purpose? The screen cuts to a vast landfill of outdated, discarded objects, remnants of a world where things had value because they were scarce. The reporter's tone darkens. Replicators could solve many of humanity's problems, but they could also make us obsolete. Antimatter-powered spacecraft, a new frontier. The scene shifts to the vastness of space, where a sleek, futuristic spacecraft glides silently through the cosmos. Antimatter-powered spacecraft, once the stuff of science fiction, are now becoming the standard for space exploration. A trip to Mars that once took 7 months can now be completed in a matter of weeks. Jupiter, Saturn, these distant worlds are within our reach like never before. The camera zooms in on the engine of the spacecraft. Glowing with an otherworldly energy, antimatter, the most potent energy source we've ever harnessed, has revolutionized space travel. But with this power comes immense responsibility. One mistake, one miscalculation, and the destruction could be catastrophic. The tension in the reporter's voice is unmistakable. As humanity ventures further into the stars, we are forced to confront the same questions we've always faced. Are we ready for the power we now wield? And what will we find when we reach the edges of our solar system? Fully automated homes, the new standard. Back on Earth, the camera moves through a sleek, modern home where robots perform daily tasks with silent precision. In 2070, the idea of home has been transformed. Automation is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Homes now repair themselves, reconfigure their layouts at will, and generate their own power using solar panels embedded in their walls and roofs. The camera zooms in on a wall that shifts from opaque to transparent with a simple thought command, revealing the vast cityscape outside. these fully automated homes are not just buildings, they're living systems, designed to cater to every whim of their inhabitants. For those who can afford it, life in 2070 is more comfortable than ever before. The scene shifts to an underground facility, a massive network of rooms and tunnels buried deep beneath the Earth's surface, underground living, a response to climate change. Yet, for many, life above ground is no longer an option. Severe climate change has forced millions to seek refuge underground. These earth scrapers, as they're called, delve deep into the Earth's crust, offering protection from the deadly storms, rising temperatures, and environmental disasters that plague the surface. The camera pans through a vast, dimly lit cavern where people go about their daily lives in an artificial city, complete with parks, schools, and homes. An uncertain future, hope or despair, the broadcast concludes with a montage of images, both awe-inspiring and unsettling. Towering robots, superintelligent AI, virtual beings, and the remnants of the world we once knew. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, we are faced with questions that have no easy answers. Will these advances bring about a utopia of abundance and peace? Or will they lead us down a darker path, where humanity itself becomes obsolete? Only time will tell. The screen fades to black, leaving behind a sense of both wonder and unease. The world of 2070 is a world of unimaginable possibilities, but also of unimaginable risks. And as we move forward, the only certainty is that nothing will ever be the same.